So I just got finished showering, went to go into bed. My diesel heater was making kind of a weird noise just before I went in, and I came back out and it quit. Tried firing it up again, didn't work. I got the same code as I got before, which I cleaned it out before I took it apart, cleaned all the carbon out of it. So I'm gonna do that quick now. It is 10 after 10, so I gotta go to work in the morning. So hopefully I can get this thing tore apart quick, cleaned, and hopefully it gets me through the night. If not, I guess I'll be sleeping in the house. Yes, under my cushion I got 4 screws, 2 on that side, 2 on that side. Gotta just disconnect some couple wires from my heater there. Disconnect the vent underneath where the exhaust is and the intake is. Just gotta undo a clamp, a couple of the hoses, and then that'll pull right out, and I can quickly pull it apart, clean it, and throw it back together, hopefully before midnight. So had this problem before. I get the code E-10. I fixed it last time, so I'm just gonna do it again. It doesn't take very long. Take the heater out. I don't know if you can see the inside of that thing. It is carboned right up. I gotta go through the settings of this and try and get it from overfueling, because I think that's definitely what's going on here. So try this thing apart quick, clean it all out, throw it back together. Hopefully I can keep something on in the truck camper. Okay, so now that I got it out of the case, it's just one bolt for the motherboard. Just goes right on the top here. You disconnect the glow plug, temperature and fan speed and all that stuff. And then get it out of the housing, just pulls out. Nice and easy, got your fuel line and all that stuff. So that was a number 3 Allen key. I think I move up to a number 4. There is 4 bolts. Peel it apart. Pull it apart. Show you guys the inside. Get to use my fancy new tool. I took it apart differently. The last time this happened on New Year's, I tore it apart and tore this out separately and used a wrench. Bought this tool just in case I have to take the glow plug out on its own. So see how well that works. Already take those 4 bolts out, take the blower fan assembly apart, then we'll get the combustion chamber out and hopefully she'll fire back up and we can keep on going. I got the burn chamber open, same thing as last time, all carboned up, all really bad. So we'll scrub that off. I don't know if I can even get you guys to see inside here. Yeah, same thing that happened before. Happened on New Year's. Same thing, just gets super carboned up. So we'll clean that out. Not really sure why it's doing this. I did have to put another fuel pump on it earlier this year because I burned the other one out. So it could be that one could be giving it too much fuel. So I'm gonna have to go through the fuel settings and see if I can tone it down, because it's definitely overfueling and I'm wasting too much fuel because it's while doing that. So we'll get this put back together. It is 10:36, so we'll see if we can get this all back together by 11. If not, no, I'll be staying up a little bit later, but other than that, it should run fine. Got it all cleaned out, a lot better than it was. A lot of coal came out of it, so definitely gotta mess with the settings a bit, but it's definitely a lot cleaner. Way better than it was before. Just do a mild clean on it now, that way I can get it running and going. And then tomorrow I'll mess with the settings, hopefully I can get this to stop overfueling. Definitely part of the E-10 code. I think the other part of it is the control board. Usually when that goes, they give you an E-10, but not 100% sure about that. So to put it back together, you just put these 4 bolts in, get the burn chamber back in. I can get in there with a 12mm wrench, tighten the glow plug down better. Just slide your grommet back in for your fuel line, make sure it's all gone up. I haven't had to replace the gasket yet, so hopefully it's all good. If not, I'll have to order more of those. I would assume this is temperature sensor, so this will go back on the control board. Your glow plug, that'll go back on the control board, and then I think there's one more wire going out for the fan. Same thing, that'll go back on there. Put the fan back on, Same thing, same gaskets. Put that back on, put 4 bolts back on, put everything back inside the housing, and we can get her back installed. Okay, glow plugs back in, connected, glow plug here, fan here on the other side of the motherboard, flame sensor on this side, and then just a 3mm Allen key on this side. All the other ones were 4mm, so I'll get those back on there, and then flip it back over, put the mounting plate, the 4 nuts, and the gasket back on. Same thing with the covers and the fuel line. Then we can get that back on there and fire it back up. Alright, got the diesel heater put back in. Mounted in there, all hooked up. Trying to see if it'll run. Got the exhaust hooked back up. The intake hooked back up. Fuel hooked back up. Fan's a little squealy. Hopefully she ignites and starts pumping out some heat here soon. It's 7 degrees up in here, and this heater's been down for at least an hour, hour and a half. We're at 11:15, so that's not bad. Hopefully she fires up. Okay, so got it all started back up. She's pumping out. She's set at 35. I don't know if you guys can see that. Set at 35, it took off, so that usually means she'll live for a little bit. Like I said, I'm probably going to try and run a little bit of kerosene through it. At least a little bit. So, yeah, it's pumping out good heat now. So, back in her tonight, and then maybe investigate a little bit further tomorrow. So last night I had to pull my heater apart, clean it because it gave me an E-10. That's what fixed it last time. Gave me an E-10 again and shut off. Same thing. After a shower, came back out. It's been off for a while. So try the replacement of the motherboard, see if that gets rid of the E-10, and if it doesn't, then I'm going to do some more diagnostics. So replace the motherboard. It shouldn't take too long. One screw, double plug, couple plugs, and we'll be good to go. Alright, it's the same thing as last time. With the 1 3mm Allen key from there, move to 3 plugs, unplug the other one from the heater. New control board, plug it back in, let's see if it fires up. Okay, new control panel's in, buttoned up, got the 1 plug in there, turn it on, so see if she fires up. Hopefully this fixes the mysterious E-10.